Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss electroplating. In the previous video we had discussed about two electrodes. Now in this video we are going to discuss on electroplating. 14.3 page number 180. Now in picture you can see a gold jewelry. You can see in the first slide. These jewelers plate metals like silver and gold on cheaper metals to make ornaments less expensive. Now sometimes what happen, you purchase a jewelry, but after few days the gold plating is removed and we can see a brownish like appearance on that metal. So what they do, as they as it the metal whatever they use that is cheap in price, so they use gold plating on the metal. So such type of thing is done. You might have seen, you know that a brand new cycle has shiny handlebar and wheel rims. However, if these are accidentally scratched, the shiny coating comes off, revealing a not so shiny surface beneath. Now steel coating is there on the cycle, but when it is removed because of some scratches, you can see it is not that much shiny in nature. So such metals are used and they are given a coating to make it beautiful. Now this only we are going to discuss today. How it is done, this we are going to study in this. Now what we need for this activity 14.7, that we'll discuss first. One beaker we need here, copper sulfate solution and some drops of sulfuric acid we are going to add in the copper sulfate solution. Also we need here a copper plate. These copper plates, before we use, they are clean with the sandpaper as we discussed in the electrodes, because there could be some impurities or layer of compound present on the copper plate. Then we shall rinse with water and completely dry it. So now these copper plates are ready to use. Now we are going to insert that two copper plates into the beaker connected to the two wires. One is positive and one is negative wire. Now like this we are going to connect it. One is positive end and another is negative end. Now this is a simple circuit. You understand the circuit, how we are going to use that. Now allow the current to pass for about 15 minutes. Means we have to wait for 15 minutes to see what happens actually. Now remove the electrodes from the solution and look at them carefully. Now see here, you can see the two electrodes here. What you see? There is change in the size of electrodes. Okay. One positive terminal we can see they had decreased in size, while negative has increased in size. This difference we can see in these two electrodes. Now how this happened and what actually happens we'll discuss now. How the size of the electrodes changes. Now here copper are positive ions and sulfate are negative ions, and they dissociates means, see you can see in the beaker ते कसे इकडून तिकडे सेपरेट झालेले आहेत. कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्युशन आपण वापरले, सो दे आर नाव सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम इच अदर. कॉपर इज पॉझिटिव्ह अँड सल्फेट इज निगेटिव्ह. From the now see the next picture. Here you can see what happens. Positive, you know there is opposite attraction. Positive attracts towards negative and negative attracts toward positive. This we know. So always positive ions are attracted towards the negative side. Now here copper are the positive ions we have discussed. Now that coppers go and attach or stick to the negative side of the electrodes, where we have the electrode where we have connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So all this copper go and stick to that electrodes. Also पॉझिटिव्ह टर्मिनलला जी इलेक्ट्रोड आहे त्याच्यावरचे पण कॉपर सगळे निघून तिकडे जाऊन बसतात तर निगेटिव्ह साईडच्या इलेक्ट्रोडमुळे वरती. त्यामुळे पॉझिटिव्ह साईडचं इलेक्ट्रोड्स हा बारीक होतो आणि निगेटिव्ह साईडचा इलेक्ट्रोड हा जाड होतो. सो दिस इज द रिझन वाय द साईज चेंजेस. नाउ दिस metal to be coated on another metal should be taken on positive terminal of the battery. Metal on which coating has to be done should always be taken on negative terminal of battery. ओके, मेटल टू बी कोटेड म्हणजे कोणत्या मेटलला आपल्याला कोटिंग द्यायचं आहे, नाही कोणतं मेटलचं कोटिंग आपल्याला द्यायचं आहे शुड बी टेकन ऑन पॉझिटिव्ह टर्मिनल, while metal on which coating has to be done should always be taken on negative terminal of the battery. Now see here, you can see the electrodes whichever we have used in the electrodes in the previous video. So that electrode we are going to use here instead of the negative. And we are going to connect that electrode to the negative terminal of the battery. See in the picture you can see now what happens, all the copper positive copper ions are there, they go and stick to the negative side of the battery, and such type of brown color layer will occur or appear on that electrode. Now process in which a layer of any desired matter is deposited on any other material through electricity is called as electroplating. तर ह्यालाच आपण इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग असं म्हणतो. सो इथं तुम्ही बघू शकताय त्या इलेक्ट्रोड्सवरती एक ब्राऊन कलर खालच्या बाजूला ब्राऊन कलरचा लेयर आला, दॅट इज नथिंग बट द इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग. Now such type of things are done, we have seen in our houses also, such type of things are, they are only coated with that metal, they are not actually made up of the metal whatever we see or the outer appearance, ते फक्त एक कोटिंग असतं स्टील सारखं, ते आतमध्ये स्टील नसतं. So this is actually done. Chromium is a metal which has a shiny appearance, but chromium is quite costly, so it is not used mostly. It does not corrode, म्हणजे ते गंजत नाही, अँड इट इज रेजिस्टंट टू, म्हणजे त्याच्यावर स्क्रॅच पण पडत नाहीत. बट ॲज इट इज कॉस्टली वी डज नॉट प्रेफर इट मोर. See here you will understand jewelry plates metal like silver and gold on cheaper metals to make ornaments. आता gold and silver is very costly, so some people could not prefer, so they use gold plating and silver plating jewelry. Then tin cans, iron is more reactive than tin. If we put food in iron cans, iron may react with the food and can spoil it, so such type of tin cans are used, they are made up of tin. We plate the iron can with tin. Tin is less reactive than iron, so it protects the food from iron. So such things are done. Actually bridges also, you can see bridge is always coated with zinc to avoid rusting of that. And this picture you can see the disposal of the iron coating and all that is thrown into the water bodies. This should not be done. It affect the water bodies and the living beings living in that water bodies. So such things we have to avoid. So this much about the electroplating. I hope you understood. Read the lesson or the point given in the textbook. Try to understand. For today we'll stop here. Thank you.